This is a copy of a harpsichord by one of the Rookers family, the famous Flemish makers who worked in Antwerp in the late 16th and early 17th centuries. As you can see, harpsichords have become quite a work of art, nice to look at as well as to listen to. And mechanically, they were quite involved. The basis of the plucking mechanism was a jack, which rises and plucks the string when you press the key down. The jack is really a kind of mechanical plectrum, equipped with a piece of leather or quill. Different materials produced different types of attack, and harpsichords used various sets of jacks and strings for contrast.
Now this harpsichord is a double manual, 2-keyboard harpsichord with reverse keys, because that's what was the style in some places and sometimes. Normally on modern pianos, the white keys here would be black and the black keys would be white. This has been nicely painted, as is the custom. The builder of this instrument was William Dowd, and he painted the soundboard. He said, "I'm the Grandma Moses of soundboard painters." And he got permission to paint this one. Sometimes the lid is painted, and that can be quite elaborate, but this is just nice and plain. It goes with the rest of our mission furniture. This golden thing here in the hole, sound hole, is called the rose. They're all different. Every harpsichord's different. Okay, so this harpsichord is more elaborate than the other harpsichord. It has 2 sets of strings that are the same as the other harpsichord. It has 2 eights. So this is what one of the eights sounds like. Then there's a whole other set of strings that's plucked by a whole other set of those plectrums. And these have a more nasal quality. Contrast. Alright, so this is why you might want to use 2 manuals, because you can have a powerful, rich sound down here with the regular set of strings and the octave higher strings, the 4-foot, and then on top you can have a contrasting, much more quiet. Okay? Because I can't make a volume difference otherwise. This one is that you can couple the 2 keyboards together, and this is why you have 2 keyboards. Look, I push this in, and now when I play this keyboard, I'm going to get the strings from this keyboard playing with the strings of this keyboard at the same time. So you're getting a much richer sound like you did on the other instrument, except this one, I'm going to make it back just to the single 8. It has a few other nice stops on it. We call them stops. So nothing, okay? It has a stop that's an octave higher than the other set of strings. So these are strings that are much shorter and much thinner. So here's the pitch of this much higher set. Now you can couple that together with the original longer set of strings and get the note and an octave higher. Without it. And then for a really super loud sound, you can couple all three together. The upper manual's 8-foot strings, these set of strings, and the 4-foot set of strings, the upper octave. That's about as loud as the instrument gets. If you want, you can also use the buff stop like you can on this one, the lute stop, and pieces of leather go against the strings. There's a switch right here that lets me put the lute stop on with the leather. And there's one more stop that the instrument has, which is a really nice stop called the Peau de Buff. And that one, instead of the plectrums being made out of plastic, like little guitar picks, they're actually made out of pieces of leather. Plucking with the leather.